Furthermore, we are once more with more news about XRP. Here we are, and we'd like to offer a warm invitation to anyone who has XRP to join us again on the crypto channel. As I always have, I thank all of you. Should we really wait? As soon as possible. If you haven't already, please subscribe. You need to press that red button that says subscribed again. However, let's not waste any more time and get right to work. In May, exchange traded funds, ETFs, the amount of money going into Bitcoin ETFs is higher than the amount going into gold ETFs. We know what happened in the month of May. In May, Bitcoin's price hit a new all-time high, putting a new high point for the cryptocurrency. Actually, this doesn't surprise me at all. To put it another way, about $5,250,000,000 was sent out for Bitcoin, but only $1,600,000,000 was sent out for gold and other valuable metals. In light of this, it's possible that a lot of money is switching from buying gold to buying Bitcoin. It is essential to keep this in mind at all times. According to what the stock market says, gold is without a doubt the most important thing in the world right now. It is worth a lot less than gold when compared to other currencies. Bitcoin is sometimes called digital gold. How much gold is worth Bitcoin is sometimes called digital gold. When it comes to excitement, this is when things really start to pick up. At this point, a lot of people are starting to get excited about the possibility that Bitcoin will one day be worth more than gold in the years to come. It's very likely that this won't happen the next day. In such a short time, Bitcoin has risen to the 5th spot on the list of the world's most valuable assets that I am still not sure if I should get rid of it. This is true even though there is no way to be sure that Bitcoin has hit this point. First, we need to take a look at how the markets are doing right now. Taking a look at everything you look at will show you that the market is having a great time right now. This is something that you will notice. Things are going really well right now, the beginning of June. However, it's still the weekend, which means there will be more manipulation than usual for this time of year. On the other hand, the price of XRP is also going down a bit. This isn't a big drop, but it is about 1% in USD and 1.7% in Bitcoin, both of which are selling at $2.17 right now. XRP is another coin whose price is going down a little. Every 24 hours there are trades worth about $1,500,000,000 for a total value of $127,700,000,000. I want to make it very clear before we go any further that nothing on this show is meant to be taken as financial advice. This is something that I would like to stress before we continue. In the same way that you would with any other type of investment, you should always conduct your own study before investing any money in cryptocurrency. Because of this, the acceptance target for ISO 2022 is set to no later than November 2025. Because we talked about how important the ISO is, we came to the idea that financial institutions should start making use of it. Also, this is where blockchain technology really shines. And this is where Ripple is at its best right now. Ripple has all the tools it needs to help financial institutions change how they send money to each other, which means it can do so much better than any other company. To fully understand how Ripple works, you have to be there when these things happen. It's my opinion that this will become the usual way to use Ripple in a few years. I think this will happen whether you believe it or not. Just to be clear though, it's clear that only time will tell what's going to happen. Please look at this. Thank you. In particular, CBDCs are steady coins that are becoming more and more popular. They are getting more and more famous. We know that JP Morgan uses the JPM coin, which is backed by the US dollar, in addition to the work that the Bank of England is doing on the digital pound. It is expected that XRP will become more useful in systems that can use SWIFT as ISO 2022. Payment requests become more common on the network. It was exactly the same thing we had talked about the night before. There is a picture of XRP next to SWIFT on the Earthport map, which can be found under the heading Payment Instruction. This is the kind of information that is used to move regular money when it comes to cryptocurrencies. Ripple also showed proof that XRP-based payments follow ISO 2022 guidelines, which means they can work with the SWIFT network. It's over for now. Howard, who is Secretary of Commerce, says that taxes will still be in place. It has been said that this is true. Some people will agree and say, no, not only is this not good for that and that, but it is also bad for the economy of the United States of America over the long term. To put it another way, That's the most important gain that can be made. To begin with, it is important to have talks. These tax-related conversations should come to an end at some point, even though they are happening all over the world and won't be going away anytime soon. Everyone knows that this gets people and, even better, big businesses from outside the US back to work on new ideas or just pay taxes, which is good for business. Capital gains are taken away, which is something else that this piece talks about, whether you think about this or not. If something like this happened, where do you think the money would come from for the mark? The government usually gets money from the capital gains tax or whatever it is. If they can't do it, where are they going to get the money? Given the current situation, the taxes are the most important part. Everything is very clear when seen from my point of view. We will be able to see everything that goes on. Please give more information about your personal views in the place given below. The top score is currently at 64.48%. There seems to have been some progress in the last few hours based on this. It was suggested that you read this because the value of Bitcoin has also gone up shockingly and amazingly. I would like to bring to your attention the fact that Bitcoin has hit a new high of $16,000. Throughout the course of our session, we talked about the importance of that range at that price range. We were not accepted not too long ago, but prior to that we were denied.